Hello and welcome back to the channel Growing My Business. This week we're going to look at how video is an important part of your business and your business strategy for growing your business. Now, you'll know that I love YouTube. You see me, I'm doing a YouTube channel, I work on other YouTube channels, I talk about YouTube, I live and breathe YouTube. But video is also on other platforms as well. It's not just about YouTube. So in this week's video, we're going to look how videos are used on other platforms, look at some of the statistics and understand that if you're growing a business, this is an absolute key essential to your business. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you watched a video this week? Now, it must be at least once. If you're on social media, you're watching videos all the time. You're seeing them on Facebook, Instagram. If you love the short form videos, so you're looking at Reels, addicted like me, guilty. TikTok, you're looking at videos. So they're absolutely everywhere. So when you're searching Google, Google doesn't only return a search and give you a list of websites to look at, it gives you a list of videos to see. Because of course, you know, as we've talked about before, Google owns YouTube. So if you're searching for, I don't know, what's the best grooming product for my pet, you're not just going to get a list of websites, a list of places to go shopping, you're going to get a list of videos as well. Take the hint. I mean, people are building multi-million-pound businesses off the back of videos, off the back of short-form videos on TikTok and Reels. It's bonkers, but it's actually showing it is here, and you've got to embrace it if you want to move your business forward. Way back in 2018, so we're going back 4 or 5 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg said, by 2019, most of Facebook will be video. Gary Vee also said, the single most important strategy in content marketing today is video. So they're two fairly big players in the market, and they were predicting videos way back then. So even more so now. So I'm going to give you some statistics. Forgive me, but that's, you know, that's the accountant in me coming out now. But it's going to just show you some of the things to look at and how important business is. So it's a fantastic blog I was reading on Smallbiz Genius, and I'll put the link below. With some of the statistics last year about videos and video marketing. Using a video on a landing page can increase your conversion by 80%. That is massive. So if you've got an email list, and again, you know my thoughts on email lists if you watched the last video, I absolutely love them, and it is a way you're going to sell your products and your content to your fans, to people who are on your list. So email marketing is important. So if you put a video in that email, it's 80% more likely to convert than if you didn't. So I'm sorry, but that's just a no-brainer, isn't it, really? Why wouldn't you do that? Did you know that there's more than 500 million, so 500 million hours of watch time on YouTube daily? I mean, gosh, people got nothing better to do than watch videos on YouTube. It's absolutely crackers. So, you know, if you're on there and you've got a business, people are going to be watching you. It's been proven that 60% of people are more likely to take notice of a YouTuber or an influencer on video to buy a product and look at a recommended product than they are from a movie star or a TV star. They're looking at people of influence on YouTube. So, you know, nobody believes or cares if Meg Ryan is using this face cream. But if you've got a credible influencer or YouTuber, then it becomes more believable and people are more likely to purchase that product. This is a good one. 85% of video on Facebook is watched without sound. So what does that tell you? Again, that's another one we're going to dig into in a minute. 53% of consumers will engage with a brand, or more likely, to engage with a brand if they've got a video. So they're more likely to like, they're more likely to comment, they're more likely to send you a message if they've watched a video. So I want to look at 85% of people who watch Facebook videos but without any sound on. Makes me wonder, I just have this vision in my head now that there's loads of people around the world at work, and rather than doing any work, they're just sat watching Facebook videos with no sound on. So again, of course, people are travelling. Lots of reasons why you wouldn't necessarily have the sound on. You're watching Facebook in bed and you don't want to disturb your partner. You don't want to wake the kids up. So there's lots out there. So that tells me that a lot of times that you're filming videos for your business, actually, you need to make them understandable without sound. So it's just something you can bear in mind. And that is now why you will see a lot of time that there's subtitles on videos, because people know that their watchers are not actually listening. So again, an important fact. So it isn't just about people who are at work, but it is just about making sure that you can convey your message quite easily on that video. The last statistic we mentioned was 53% of people are more likely to engage with the brand if they've watched a video. Now, why do you think that is? Now, if you think about it, when you're seeing a video, so if I was writing all of this down and doing a blog, would you read it? Well, probably not. Will you watch my video? Well, I hope so. But it's more of an emotional connection between me and the person watching the video. You can see I'm explaining this to you. I'm excited about it. I'm passionate about it. So it makes it more believable. You can see my feelings on this. So this is something I think is great. But also, if I was explaining something to you that I think's a bit then you'll see that as well, whereas you don't necessarily see that in a written blog. So it is that emotional connection. You're getting to know me a lot quicker. You're getting to know that person on the video a lot quicker than you would just by reading blogs. Their personality's coming out. You know, if you work for a big brand and you're doing videos, you know, your personality and your view of the brand and other people who work for that brand as well, it makes you real. It's not faceless. A lot of big companies are seen as faceless. But now they're doing videos. There's a face there. Makes them more trustworthy. You know, you're getting to know me. It's going back to that know, like and trust, because you're seeing me. I'm talking about it here. You know that, you know, these words are not just written by, have I got a ghostwriter? They're coming out of my mouth, and I'm passionate about this subject. The first one we talked about was using videos on a landing page to get a much higher conversion, so 80% statistically. So think about it. You will get, I just took this back to my own experience, get hundreds and hundreds of emails every week, some complete spam, and others from brands and people that I have actually subscribed to. Now, when they put a video in it and they say video in the subject title, I'm more likely, and you will be more likely to watch it than just read this long spiel. I signed up to a newsletter recently from quite a big influencer in the small business sector, and she sells coaching services. She's very credible. She is so fascinating. But what put me off to a certain extent, and I actually was thinking about this before I filmed this video or even researched this video, is that her emails are so long, and I was like, I'd kind of put them aside and think, must read that later, haven't got time to go through it all now. And I read them and they're very well written, but it would be so much better if she just put a video on. I want to get to know her. You know, she coaches people, and, you know, if I was to buy her services and she's going to coach me, I want to get to know her. And yes, she talks a lot. You can see her personality coming out to a certain extent. She's definitely got a sense of humour, but it's nowhere near as obvious as I think it would be if she did videos in those emails. So I do think it's really important that you start to think about that. I'm not saying you should do it every time, but if you want more people engaging with you and more people actually converting and buying your products, I definitely think it's something you should consider, and it's definitely something you should try to do in the future. So if you've got any emails you're sending out in the next week or so, just give it a go and just see if it makes a big difference in your conversion. And you'll see that obviously in your software. You see how many people open your email. So make sure you put video in the title though when you're doing it. We've looked at some of those stats and we've talked about the power in doing videos. And in a way, I think it's very obvious. I think it is about getting to know you. It is about creating this emotional connection. Whatever it is you do or sell, it's showcasing what you do as well, which again is much easier to see. And I can't think of a business whereby that wouldn't work. I think it would work in so many businesses. So let's take a look at a few examples of the kind of business that it works in. Wedding planners. Gosh, that is a perfect one for wedding planners. Show the wedding, show what you've done, show how you've decorated everything, show how you've given it that wow factor. That's so much easier than just random pictures. You can see this whole view of what's going on in that wedding. Get that connection. Make those brides want that. All done in the video. Caterers. Gosh, I mean, you know, I'm waiting for Smellvision to come out, but until then, videos definitely help. You know, I've obviously, one of my other businesses is a catering business with my husband, and I know when we put videos in, people love watching them. Yes, the pictures can look fantastic and we do some amazing food photography, but it's nowhere near as powerful as showing people, showing the chef plating out the food, making it beautiful, making it food art, making me think, oh gosh, I really want that. It just gives that power behind it. But I'll let you know when we come on to Smellvision, and we'll certainly be doing a video about that in the future. Sofas. Right, well, I picked this, slightly biased to me. I have a dream. I want a sofa from this company. They look amazing. They actually come round in a van and you can test their sofa in the back of the van because their workshop is in southern England. So, you know, certainly wouldn't go to it. Now, these sofas are very, very expensive, so I've not quite bought one yet. But their videos, you have to see their videos to look and go, wow. Yes, the pictures look fantastic. But when you see someone in slow-mo jumping onto one of their sofas, you're like, I want one of their sofas. I really, really do. Funerals. Would you have videos with funerals? Absolutely. Funeral is a horrendous time for people to go through. It's one of the most emotionally charged time of your life and the saddest time of your life when you're arranging a funeral. It's awful. But you want to go to a caring funeral director, don't you? You want to make sure that they give your loved one the best send-off that they deserve, give them everything that they want. Look at a video. See how caring these people are. See how they really take on board each client and treat them as an individual. Now, they can say that in their marketing material, but nowhere near as well as they say it when they're doing a video. That's just a few examples of businesses that videos will work in. Now, comment below and tell me what business you're in and tell me why a video would work for you. Or more importantly, challenge me and let me know why a video wouldn't work for you, because I honestly don't believe there's anything. I mean, even accountants and, you know, the boring perception that accountants have, we could still do a video to make accounting look interesting. Trust me, been there, seen it, done it, but it is still possible. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I think what we've done now so far is we've established some of the statistics about videos, and we've looked at some examples, and hopefully I'm starting to convince you why videos are an important strategy for your business. Now, there's going to be objections. Of course there's going to be objections. I've had my own objections in the past, so I do know this. So let's look at some of those objections that I hear regularly, and some of them I'm sure that you have said. I'm not an expert. I look terrible in front of a camera. I'm an introvert. No, I don't like talking on video. I'm not technical enough, so I couldn't possibly use a camera, and I need all this equipment. So not only am I not technical, it's just going to be really expensive. And, you know, those excuses, can them. My business doesn't lend itself to videos. Well, you're going to tell me about that in the comments below, aren't you? Who am I? Who's going to watch my videos? What are people going to say about me? All of those are overcomeable. That's a word, Emma, I'm not sure, but you can overcome all those objections and get on with doing your videos. It doesn't have to be technically perfect. film it on your smartphone. It doesn't have to be in a studio with a green screen. It's the content that's important. It's what you're showcasing. It's, you know, if you're a small business, and that's who we're aiming at here, then actually it's about you as well. And it is about people getting to know you. So it really, you know, don't think, oh gosh, I'm not Coca-Cola, or, you know, I'm not Marks and Spencer's and I can't do these really expensive adverts that you see on TV. It doesn't matter. It really, you know, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Just go and get your smartphone and just do it. Get yourself some lighting. You can spend 25, 30 quid on Amazon and get some lighting. It's just no excuses. If you can't afford the lighting, film yourself near a window. Get the lighting right. You can mess around and double check things. You know, get someone in your house to help you. Get your friend to come over. Honestly, you can do it. Just JFDI, just flipping to it. So yeah, it's definitely important. And, you know, use it for some of those specific things that we've talked about. So if it is putting it into an email, then do it, and then actually measure the statistics and see whether, you know, see what the difference is between the last email you did and this email. You know, look at it from that point of view. Put it on your social media. See how much more engagement you get onto your social media with a video. You know, your future self's going to thank you for all of this. I promise. So I'm about to launch my first ever online course. Me personally, obviously we've been doing online courses in the business for a couple of years now, but me doing one about YouTube and how to grow your business through YouTube is something that's coming in the next few weeks. And it's got everything in it that you need to know. So it's got the technical side, how to do the filming, how to do the editing, how to do it all for very little budget. I've assumed that you're starting from scratch. So we will look at it very much aimed at YouTube as the channel that you will be using, but there are things in there that you can obviously utilize on other social media platforms as well. So just wanted to mention it, because then at least not I'm trying to sell it to you, I'm just setting myself some accountability, so you can ask me when you can expect to see that. So we'll leave it there for today. I hope that you got my point. I'm sure you did. And I shall look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.